Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving back into the world of Gru, his adorable girls, and of course, the minions. After trading his freeze rays for fairy tales in the first movie, Despicable Me asks the big question, can a supervillain truly retire? Let's find out. We pick up with Gru fully embracing his new role as a dad. He's throwing a birthday party for Agnes, complete with a fairy princess costume he definitely wasn't born to wear. His life is now all about fluffy unicorns, bedtime stories, and trying to run a legitimate business selling jams and jellies. The problem, his jellies are, well, disgusting. But he's happy, and Margot, Edith, and Agnes are thriving. It seems like the perfect, peaceful life, but you know that's not going to last, right? Suddenly, a mysterious flying vehicle with a giant magnet snatches a top-secret research lab from the Arctic Circle. The lab contained a highly dangerous mutagen called PX-1. This stuff is seriously bad news. It can turn any living creature into a mindless, indestructible purple-killing machine. The Anti-Villain League, or AVL, is in a panic. They need someone who thinks like a villain to catch this new threat. And who better to call than the former #1 villain himself, Gru? The AVL sends one of their top agents, the quirky and very enthusiastic Lucy Wilde, to recruit him. Her methods are unconventional. She zaps him with a lipstick taser and stuffs him into the trunk of her car. Not the best first impression, but it's definitely memorable. After a rather bumpy ride and a chaotic trip to the AVL's underwater headquarters, Gru meets the League's director, Silas Ramsbottom. Yes, that's his real name. Gru initially turns down the offer. He's a dad now, a legitimate businessman. He doesn't have time for saving the world. But life has a funny way of pushing you in the right direction. Dr. Nefario, Gru's gadget guy, announces he's leaving. He misses the good old days of being evil and has gotten a better offer. On top of that, Gru's jam business is a total failure. With nothing else going on, and maybe a little tempted by the cool gadgets and the chance to be a hero, Gru changes his mind. He agrees to help the AVL, and he's partnered with none other than Agent Lucy Wilde. Their mission is to go undercover at the Paradise Shopping Mall, where the AVL has traced a signal from the PX-1 serum. They set up a fake bakery called Bake My Day, selling cupcakes as a front. While Gru and Lucy try to identify the villain hiding in plain sight among the shop owners, things get complicated on the home front. Margot is growing up and has a crush on a smooth-talking boy named Antonio, whose father, Eduardo Perez, runs the salsa and salsa restaurant in the mall. Gru's dad instincts go into overdrive. He immediately dislikes Eduardo, sensing something familiar and villainous about him. Gru becomes convinced that Eduardo is actually El Macho, a legendary supervillain who supposedly rode a shark with 250 pounds of dynamite strapped to his chest into an active volcano and exploded. It was the most macho death imaginable, but Gru suspects he survived. He and Lucy even break into Eduardo's restaurant one night to find evidence, but come up empty-handed. Their search is a hilarious failure, leading to an awkward run-in with Eduardo's guard chicken. Meanwhile, a new threat emerges. Gru's loyal minions start disappearing one by one. They are being lured away by what looks like an ice cream truck and getting zapped by a strange ray gun. We see them being taken to a tropical island paradise, which turns out to be a trap. They are injected with the PX-1 serum and transformed into hairy, purple, crazed monsters. These evil minions are completely out of control, eating everything in sight, including fire hydrants and axes. Back at the mall, Gru is juggling his investigation with his personal life. He's trying to keep Margot away from Antonio, and at the same time, he's starting to develop feelings for Lucy. He's awkward and clumsy about it, but it's clear there's a spark between them. Agnes even asks him if he'll marry Lucy, planting the seed in his mind. Their partnership is growing stronger, and they make a great team. They follow a lead to a wig merchant, but it turns out to be a dead end. Because of this failure, the AVL's director, Silas Ramsbottom, arrests the wig guy and closes the case, reassigning Lucy to Australia. Gru is heartbroken. He finally works up the courage to ask Lucy out on a date, but he's too late. She's already on her way to the airport. The girls are devastated, and Gru realizes how much he's going to miss her. As he sulks at home, he spots something at Eduardo's Cinco de Mayo party that confirms his suspicions. He sees Eduardo using the same salsa recipe that El Macho was famous for. He knows he was right all along. Eduardo Perez is El Macho. Gru crashes the party, but it's too late. El Macho reveals his master plan. He faked his death to make a grand comeback. He confesses to stealing the PX-1 serum and kidnapping the minions. He plans to launch rockets filled with the mutated purple minions into major cities, unleashing chaos upon the world. He then offers Gru a chance to join him, to be villains together and conquer the world. Gru, of course, refuses. He's a hero now. El Macho is not happy with this answer. He captures Gru, but not before Gru manages to contact Dr. Nefario for help. Just as things look bleak, Lucy, who decided she couldn't leave after all, paraglides into the party to save Gru, but her rescue attempt goes wrong, and El Macho captures her too, strapping her to a rocket aimed at the same volcano he supposedly died in. Talk about dramatic. Now it's up to Gru to save the day. He gets an unexpected call from Dr. Nefario, who reveals he's been working for El Macho but has had a change of heart. More importantly, he's created an antidote for the PX-41 serum. Armed with jelly jars filled with the antidote, Gru, his two remaining minions, and Dr. Nefario launch an assault on El Macho's fortress. What follows is an epic battle. Gru uses his fart gun filled with the antidote to cure the evil minions, turning them back into their lovable yellow selves. The final showdown comes down to Gru versus El Macho. El Macho, seeing his army defeated, drinks the PX-1 serum himself, transforming into a giant purple monster. He's stronger and crazier than ever. As they fight, Lucy is about to be launched into the volcano. In a moment of pure genius, Gru uses Lucy's lipstick taser, which she had given him earlier, to finally take down the monstrous El Macho. Gru rushes to save Lucy, untying her just as the rocket launches. They plunge towards the volcano, but Lucy manages to use her spy skills and a shark to get them safely to shore. Floating in the ocean, Gru finally confesses his feelings, and Lucy feels the same way. They share a romantic moment, which is immediately interrupted by the minions arriving in a boat to rescue them. 147 dates later, we see the beautiful finale. Gru and Lucy get married, surrounded by the girls, a huge crowd of happy minions, and even Gru's mom. The family is now complete. Gru didn't just find a new mission. He found love and solidified his happy, albeit chaotic, family. From supervillain to super dad, and now a super husband, Gru's journey is a heartwarming and hilarious ride. What do you think of Gru's transformation? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more movie deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.